When we picture the earliest massive human empires, we usually imagine a very specific formula, a society built on the backs of forced labor, ruled by a singular, absolute god-king who demanded complete obedience. To see that formula in action, we just look to the towering monuments of Mesopotamia or the pyramids of Egypt. These massive structures stand as permanent records of a world where thousands of people worked to glorify one ruler. But hiding in the ancient world was a society that occupied a geographic footprint larger than Egypt and Mesopotamia combined. The Indus Valley Civilization spanned 1.25 million square kilometers across present-day Pakistan, Afghanistan, and northwest India. By 2600 BC, they had constructed a sprawling network of megacities and towns. Yet, despite being the largest civilization of its era, they ignored the established rules of how ancient societies were supposed to operate. Over the last century, archaeologists have excavated more than 1,400 individual settlements from this culture. In all of that digging, across all of those sites, they haven't found a single royal palace or grand temple. There are no lavish royal tombs, no massive statues built to stroke the ego of a dictator. The archaeological record shows a complete blank space where a ruling class usually sits, and the missing pieces keep piling up. When you look at these wind-swept foundations, you won't find the weapons of a vast army or any evidence of widespread military conquest. Coordinating millions of people, building advanced megacities, and maintaining order for thousands of years usually requires a central authority. Here, we find no trace of a king, a priest class, or an army to enforce the law. The answer is right there in the dirt. Instead of directing their immense labor force to build palaces for the elite, the people of the Indus Valley focused entirely on the public. They designed their settlements on a rigid, meticulously organized grid. They built multi-story homes using baked bricks that were standardized. Whether you were in a city in the north or a town hundreds of miles south, the bricks had the exact same uniform measurements. And they used those bricks to engineer public health systems that were thousands of years ahead of their time. Nearly every individual house had its own private water well and an indoor toilet. To handle the waste, they constructed the world's first advanced municipal sewer system. These covered drainage channels ran right alongside the ancient streets, safely carrying wastewater out of the residential areas. Instead of royal monuments, we find massive communal granaries designed for large-scale food storage. The Great Bath of Mohenjo-daro stands as their most iconic public utility. It features stairs leading down into a massive communal swimming pool, sealed with natural tar to be entirely waterproof, and equipped with a drainage hole. The physical layout of these cities tells a clear story. This was a society that prioritized collective order, hygiene, and practical civic engineering over the wealth and status of any single individual. But architecture only gives us half the picture. The bricks and sewers show us how they lived day to day. To actually understand their internal politics, their laws, or what they believed, we need to read their own words. That brings us to the Indus script. Historians have cataloged over 400 distinct symbols carved into stone seals and tablets. It's a logosyllabic script, meaning each symbol likely represents a specific sound or an entire word. By studying how the characters are crammed together, we know they wrote from right to left. And almost every time this text appears, it sits directly above a carved animal, most commonly a mysterious creature that looks exactly like a one-horned unicorn. Decoding this language has proven impossible because the Indus Valley lacks a bilingual record. When we discovered the Rosetta Stone, it allowed scholars to map known Greek words directly onto unknown Egyptian symbols. We have never found a similar translation guide for the Indus Valley. We do know they interacted with the outside world because archaeologists have dug up Indus seals all the way over in Mesopotamia. This proves these two highly distinct cultures had a robust long-distance trade network. This chart shows a standard sequence of Indus script compared to what we found abroad. Notice how the text often ends with a symbol shaped like a jar, but on the seals found in Mesopotamia, that jar shape is suddenly doubled. That pattern never appears back in the Indus cities. It means the Mesopotamians were taking the Indus alphabet and using it to write their own local language. It leaves us with a frustrating historical paradox. The Indus Valley was influential enough to export a culture across the ancient world, yet they are permanently silenced today because we cannot decode their native tongue. Around 1900 BC, the meticulous order of the civilization started to fracture. Their highly standardized weights and measures vanished from the markets. The strict urban grid planning stopped entirely. The Great Bath filled with trash, and those perfect municipal sewers choked with waste. By the year 600 BC, the megacities were completely abandoned. And even in this final collapse, archaeologists still haven't found any evidence of a massive foreign invasion or an apocalyptic war that brought them down. Instead, the leading theories point to the ground beneath their feet. The region relied heavily on seasonal monsoons and glacier-fed rivers. It's highly likely that shifting tectonic plates or a changing climate caused their primary water sources, like the ancient Saraswati River, to slowly dry up and turn to cracked earth. Other researchers point to human-driven environmental disasters. The civilization may have chopped down massive swaths of forest to fuel the kilns needed to bake their millions of uniform bricks. Alternatively, a highly contagious waterborne disease like cholera could have swept through the densely packed populations. Whatever the exact catalyst was, the surviving population simply packed up and dispersed eastwards toward the Ganges River. The empty cities they left behind were slowly swallowed by the dirt, burying the memory of their existence for millennia. The ruins of the Indus Valley prove that a massive, peaceful, and highly organized society is entirely possible for humanity to build. But it also leaves us with a haunting warning. Even the most perfect civic order, free from the egos of kings and the destruction of war, cannot survive a hostile and shifting environment.